I also think I have an eating problem. I just counterbalance it with massive amounts of discipline. But like, yeah, literally, when I
Yeah.
have a cheat day, I have no off button, no off button. I
So
eat
like
until
more
I,
like a dog that's
yeah, like a dog, like throwing up. Like I don't throw up, but like I literally like until I have such a stomach ache that I have to lay in bed. I
uh,
don't have that off button. I love food. I think about food when I'm really hardcore on a diet. I think about food more than I think about sex.
you said it would be great to be able to eat more, right?
Yeah.
So what is eating for?
I've thought about this a lot, and I'm like, why do I love food so much? And just recently, I had an epiphany. We were really, really poor as my parents got divorced. My mom brought up three kids alone. Granted, my father was still there. We met him every other weekend. He was still supporting. He was paying child support and all that. In fact, my parents were very good friends. We spend Christmas together, which is really cool. We go
I
for
love your
dinner.
stories with your dad, by the way. It's
Thank you,
awesome
thank
to
you.
see. That's
Yeah,
great. I
it's
love that.
me too. It's beautiful. Like kudos to both my parents, but at the same time, like I felt that poverty. I really felt it. And over the last years, I always thought like, yeah, we were probably lower middle class, but over the last years, I noticed like more and more in my memories, like, no, man, we were poor as fuck. So I think one of the triggering
Just the
factors,
romanticization of looking back, right?
probably, and looking back, like I think one of the things that I noticed was like we always had scarcity. And me, like, I think I have a natural inclination to enjoy food, which is normal. A lot of people do, you know. And then on top of that, you put that scarcity. And I know, for example, we would always buy like the cheapest bread. And you know, we would be like my mom would say, like, hey, you know, like this bread needs to last for till Friday, you know. So in my head, I'm like, I need to pace myself. I would love to for breakfast, for example, right? We'd always eat toasted bread, and for breakfast. And I would always be like, I would love to have one or two more slices, but I also know we're fucked unless I pace myself. And then like one time we bought the expensive bread that we saw at the freaking TV commercial, and it's like, everybody pace yourself. Only two slices. That's the good bread. It's 4 times more expensive. So I think from that scarcity, that's where I'm like, I need to pace myself, I need to pace myself, I need to pace myself. And now where I don't have that scarcity anymore, plus I love food, it's like, I'm rich. Give me all the food you got, all of it. I don't care. I don't want to have the scarcity ever. I don't want to feel that scarcity anymore.
Food is a way of expressing your freedom, right?
Yeah.
But just in general, food, first of all, first function of food is give you energy, right? So in order to get energy from that food, it needs to be digested.
Yeah.
But digestion is a parasympathetic action, right? So your body needs to slow down to really process that food, to really digest it, to really get that energy from it. That doesn't happen really when you're in a sympathetic state. So being alert, being active, being engaged, being like on a run. What if when you would want to enjoy more food, because on one hand, it's you experiencing freedom in a way, and it's connected with well-being for you, right? That's maybe one outlet of well-being that you have, but in every other way for your body to enjoy that well-being, there is maybe no other outlet.
100%, dude. I never saw it that way. That eating for me is one of the few times of the day where I'm just eating, where I'm not expecting myself to perform, to be on top of my game, where I'm not expecting myself to do something other than freaking sitting there, maybe watching some YouTube video and eating. It's in fact one of the things I mean, now that you're saying this, as you explained this, my mind was like, holy shit, he freaking got it. In fact, like I used to snap at people when they ask me something while I'm eating. I'm like, can I freaking eat in peace? Can like the one thing during the day where I can't freaking be bothered, like, can you let me eat this freaking cereal or the chicken or whatever? And now I know why. And now I know why they didn't understand it, because for me, that's like this and maybe taking a shower are like the only two things where I know I can't work. I'm not supposed to. My mouth is full. I can't talk. I can't help my clients. Leave me the fuck alone.
Mm.
So what you're saying is like part of my urge to eat a lot of food is because that's the only way I allow myself to kind of relax and let go.